Hey everyone, Alex coming at you on a Friday. Yeah, wanted to come on inspired by Sherv's video he posted a couple days ago in the thread that I started a few years ago now, and I'll post a link to all the videos that have been made for that thread. I think well over 40 by now, basically highlighting tracks that were basically composed in honor of John Coltrane after his passing in 1967. Of course, Coltrane just had a birthday here on September 23rd. He would have been 99, as Sherv pointed out. So yeah, have a great one for you today by the excellent New York bass player David Wertman and his Sun Ensemble. The record is called Earthly Delights from 1978, put out on the Sweet Earth Records label out of Northampton, Massachusetts. Some conflicting information about who started the label. Obviously the name has an association with Marion Brown. At least Discogs says that it was founded by Marion Brown, but it sounds like John Sprague Jr., who plays flutes and percussion on this record, was also probably behind the label as well, so maybe a collaboration there. And I can't remember Northampton, Mass. I don't remember if Marion Brown had ties to that town either. But anyway, so the opening track on side B for this record is called "Oh John Love Train." And in fact, the entire record is dedicated to Coltrane, to Jimmy Garrison and Steve Reed, as well as Barbara Gottlieb. I can't remember if that might be his wife. I can't remember. In fact, the last track is dedicated to Barbara Gottlieb. So yeah, beautiful record. I think the whole record is sort of a concept album, sort of a tribute to Earth, to Mother Earth, and yeah, David Wertman, grew up, I think born in 52, so by the time that the New York loft scene was going on, he was, in his early 20s, played with all the legends in New York, in that New York loft jazz scene. And yeah, this is, I think, his first record as a leader. He's got others, and of course he played a lot with Steve Reed. And so Reed and Wertman, kind of, one of my all-time favorite, rhythm sections, easily. Amazing players both. And yeah, so this track, I'll play it here in its entirety for you. If you want to hang in for that, starts with Wertman on the bowed bass, beautiful extended long solo. And then the horns start to come in. There's three horn players. There's John Hagen on tenor and soprano, David Swerdlove on alto and soprano, and a Greg Wall on baritone. Yeah, most of these are pretty much all like kind of session musicians. They didn't do a whole lot, and especially in jazz, a lot of them kind of appeared in, again, a session musician and other, pop and like soul type records, from what I can tell online. And John Sprague Jr. is on percussion, Jay Conway on drums, again, players pretty much unknown to me outside of this record. But yeah, then after the long solo, you'll hear the horns start to come in, starting with a soprano. I don't know, since there's multiple soprano players, I don't know who's playing that, and then the tenor comes in kind of in the last third or so of the song. Yeah, great drumming and percussion throughout. So here we go. stunning track. And yeah, actually, I'm not even sure that the tenor that there is a tenor coming at the end. It could be just a baritone and a soprano sort of doubling voices there at the end. But regardless, yeah, just a absolutely beautiful tribute to Coltrane. The track is "Oh John, Love Train," recorded in Amherst, Massachusetts, May of 1978. If you guys enjoyed that, have a good rest of your weekend. Thanks, guys.